Hey guys, so for this video I'll be kind of just updating on just videos and mainly just on my K-pop collection plans. If you are a long-time subscriber of mine, you would know that last year I did upload a lot of hauls, and it was a lot of albums. So last year I spent a lot of money, and compared to this year I've spent a lot less money. Because I kind of just want to concentrate on mainly the groups that I really like. So I'm not trying to buy random albums that I like from groups that I don't necessarily collect from. So that's why I just put these albums right here, because they're from groups that I really love. I am an old K-pop fan. Like, I got into K-pop around 2008, but really got into it in 2010, so I'm really biased towards groups that debuted around those years, or just I'm not really getting into the newer groups. So, and I don't want to, because I just simply can't afford buying a bunch of albums from groups that just debuted, and sometimes they end up disbanding, so that's the whole issue. But what I've been doing primarily this year is obviously only buying certain items from the groups that I've been collecting for a long time. So last year, I think I also made a collection plan, or K-pop plan, for 2016, and I actually, thank God, I was able to, I guess, achieve what I was planning. Last year I wanted to primarily focus on Dongbangshiki. They are my ultimate favorite group, and I was missing a lot of their things. I had some repackaged albums, and I didn't have I didn't even have a majority of their things, and I felt kind of bad because obviously they are the group that got me into K-pop. So last year, especially like January, February, March, I went all out on Dongbangshiki and got their Japanese albums, singles, projects, solo stuff, you name it. I got a bunch of things for them. And then kind of just my plan for Dongbangshiki now is not to collect everything. Obviously I would like to have everything that they have, but it's just kind of unrealistic, because they're one of those groups that just constantly release things even when they're on hiatus. So they have photo books, they have DVDs, they have remix albums, and it's just hard to keep up with, especially because Dongbangshiki primarily promotes in Japan, and Japanese stuff is really expensive. So I just kind of just want to have one version of their things at least, and then maybe in a couple years I'll buy those things that I'm missing. But right now I just want their regular edition or repackage if they do a repackage this year, and obviously support JYJ as well, because I support them as 5. So regarding that, I also collect JYJ stuff, and I don't think I'll be buying DVDs or photo books. I did upload a video where I unboxed a Dongbangshiki DVD. I'll be getting a few more, but I'm not going to get every single one. And I mainly just want to, for certain reason, which I'll explain once I do an updated collection video for them. So if you're curious about my collection for Dongbangshiki, I uploaded a collection video, which also includes JYJ and solo stuff. I uploaded it last year. It's also on a playlist that I made on my channel, so if you were curious, that's there. But the things that were on top of my list were the home solos. That was my goal for this year, to get those 2 things, because they're biggies releases, so it was only sold by, like, to their fans, the people who are in the Japanese fandom. So it's difficult to get on a regular K-pop or CD Japan, yes, Asia. So you had to order it on a proxy site. So I was able to buy it a couple months back, and I'm really happy. It cost a lot of money, but that was for my budget for Donbangshinki. So I spent a lot of money on them this year and last year. Last year I spent so much money, like more than like $200. Like I don't even know. But I went all in for Donbangshinki, so I'm kind of toning it down. I am missing some things here and there that are from solo stuff, but I kind of gave up on buying OSTs or things that they took part in, just to save on money to also collect other groups that I buy from. So that's my thing with Donbangshinki. I will support the comeback that they have this year, which is confirmed by SM, and then whatever Jejung does, which I think he will do a solo, if not by the end of the year, in the first half of next year. I don't know, I have that feeling. And then here and there you get those random things that I'm missing that are not DVDs, but just like JYJ single in Japan, maybe the Thanksgiving CD that JYJ did, the repackage for Jejung's first full-length album, things like that I'm missing, but they're just kind of little holes that are in my list of Donbangshinki stuff. So I'm just really happy that I was able to meet the things that I wanted from them. And then SHINee. So SHINee is kind of like a unique little story for me, because I also uploaded a video on SHINee for my collection, and I have a majority of their things in Korea, but I am missing some repackaged albums. So I'm missing Hello and Married to the Music, and I am missing the Jonghyun. They don't even count them as like full-length albums from him, but they were kind of like side projects that he did, and he has a song with Taeyeon in it, so that's more of a reason to get it. So I gotta get those things as well. And then for Japan, that's like my main issue with my collection with SHINee in Japan. So hopefully I'll get to work on that near the end of the year. So around like Christmas time, I'll see if I have some extra money to, stock up on SHINee stuff. I don't think I'll be getting the singles in Japan. Maybe here and there I'll find one or buy one, but it's for sure I'm not planning to collect singles again, because I don't have space in my house to have so many albums, especially when they're just kind of extras like singles in Japan. When they include them on Japanese albums, I mainly want the full-length album. So I'm missing the first, I'm missing 5, I'm missing DXDXD. I'm missing those albums in Japan, and obviously I will support the comeback they will have this year. Taemin solo and the group comeback that SM confirmed as well. So who knows, it might be a full-length album, so I'll probably have both the regular edition or the repackage. But if it is a full-length album, I think I'll be waiting for the repackage, just to have all the songs, and I might get the the regular edition later on. But so far I'm really satisfied with everything that SM has done for SHINee. So hopefully next year for the 10th year anniversary, we do get a full-length album and a big scale promotions. And I'm thinking that usually when SM groups do a 10th year anniversary, 1 or 2 members enlist in the military. So I think that's going to be the case for SHINee. And if there's anything I want, is a solo for Key and Onyu, because Minho does his dramas and that's his thing. But I really want to catch up on SHINee because they're my second ultimate favorite for boy groups, and I'm really falling behind on the Japanese albums. Okay, and then moving on to SNSD. Obviously, if you're familiar with my channel, you know Girls' Generation is my ultimate favorite girl group, and since last year I was mainly focusing on Donbanshinki. This year and next year I'll be focusing on Girls' Generation. So I am going to buy the singles in Japan because they don't have a lot of singles in Japan. They have a few. So I'll be getting those. I'll be getting other editions of other albums in Japan as well. I might get 1 or 2 DVDs from the girls. Maybe I'll get another photo book. I am planning to get another item that they released. But it's going to be a lot of Girls' Generation stuff. I am still kind of waiting on comebacks this year because I don't want to spend all my money on them. But once all the groups that I know are confirmed to make comebacks this year the albums are released, and whatever money I have left is going to be towards buying Girls' Generation, and obviously I'll buy Jessica's album that she will release as well, plus the album release that they will have for their 10th year anniversary. But yeah, I'm really falling behind on, not really falling behind, I'm just missing stuff that I wasn't 100% sure on getting, but I just made the decision to get the stuff from them. I don't think I'll also be getting the I Got a Boy all member stuff because that's just really expensive and it's just really complicated to find all the members. I only have 3. I have Jessica, Tiffany, and Taeyeon. I at least want the group version, but who knows if I end up getting that another member randomly. That can happen. So mainly want to get their singles in Japan, and what else? Just some random things from Girls' Generation that I have planned. So I dedicated last year to Donbanshinki, so now it's Girls' Generation time because I bought the stuff that I wanted from Kara. So it's their turn. And then GFRIEND, this is kind of just, I included GFRIEND here because I didn't want to pull out 17, but the only 2 groups that I mainly gotten everything that they put out are GFRIEND and 17. They are the boy group and girl group that I really like from the new generation of K-pop groups. So they're kind of like the exception to my rule of buying random things from newer groups. So and in that same pile I have Red Velvet, but I don't really count Red Velvet as part of it because they're kind of in between the end of the 2nd generation and they're on the starting of the newer 3rd generation of K-pop groups. So obviously I have a majority of Red Velvet stuff, so I did order their new album. I think it's called Red Summer. Well, I got that, and then obviously I'll be getting Blackpink stuff as well. And then for boy groups, 17. 17 is kind of like the only one that I've been really, really into. Because I thought I was gonna be collecting NCT, but that's a no. But right now I mainly just want to focus on those newer groups. So for hauls, just expect older groups. So mainly I'm kind of stopping buying older releases, and I'm kind of waiting for comeback stuff so I can order those all together. I do have a big haul coming up with all new albums from this year because in the beginning of this year I was getting just old stuff. And yeah, that's kind of like my whole plan right now. I am going to still just be buying less, and if I get some extra money, or maybe I'll get like a job or something, I'll obviously be separating some money to buy more stuff. But right now I'm kind of on the fence on K-pop collecting for right now. I think a lot of my friends here on YouTube who also collect K-pop albums, they're kind of doing or going through the same thing. And this is mainly because a lot of the groups that I've been into, I have a majority of their things, or they either disbanded or they're not releasing as much stuff, as much music as they did before. So I don't need to be buying almost every single month. But randomly, they all decide to come back around the same time. So this August is going to be like my wallet's my wallet's going to be empty because I have GFRIEND, Girls' Generation, Taeyang, there's Boyfriend, there's Jessica, Taemin is also rumored to come back. So it's just a lot of things all in one. So I love it when that happens because all my faves are finally returning, but it's difficult to pick because I usually don't buy everything all at once. I usually pick my ultimate favorites or the albums I like the most, and I order those first, and then later on the year I buy the rest. So I think I'll be pre-ordering GFRIEND and Girls' Generation, and I'm just kind of waiting on Jessica to announce something so I can order it all together. So just as a heads up, I will be uploading my GOT7 K-pop collection, my Girls' Generation K-pop collection, a review of all of the Sonusude solos once Jessica's solo is out and I have it on my hands, and then a complete K-pop collection of everything that I have. I'll take all my albums together, and obviously a few hauls of newer things and older releases. Other than that, yeah, that's it, kind of an update for my channel. I'll also be uploading, answering some Q&A questions that were for the giveaway that I did a couple months back. I just didn't upload some of the videos I already recorded because I had lost them, so I have to answer the questions again. And yeah, so I don't know, I think I might do another giveaway for Girls' Generation's anniversary, but I'm still kind of thinking about it. But right now I'm really picky with what I'm spending. So anyways, thank you guys for watching this video. I hope everyone's having a nice summer, and yeah, I'm just really excited for the August comebacks, and it's just perfect for me because I will be starting university again. Well, the new semester starts near the end of August, so even though it's kind of upsetting to, I'm going to be doing a lot of schoolwork, I at least have all these K-pop releases to cheer me up, I guess. Anyways, if you guys have any questions, please comment down below. Again, if you're interested about my collection of K-pop albums, since I am just basically talking about my collection plans, there's a playlist on my channel, and I've uploaded basically all of the groups that I collect from. And yes, so that's it. Bye.